right! The cafeteria. We can make more friends here. This is the perfect place to be, right? Although no cool kids would ever eat in a cafeteria. Please. The cafeteria was buzzing with students excited for the new year. The only people as nervous looking as I felt were the tables of skittish, wide-eyed first years. I stepped into line behind Mai, taking an empty plastic tray. We shuffled through, asking for helpings from the sulky cafeteria workers when we passed something that looked good. Maybe this is one of those class games where we like make a metaphor out of American class struggles by being like, oh, look at how distant the fourth years are from the first years. They're the haves and the have-nots, and we're gonna come in as a transfer third year and work with the first years because we get along with them, because we understand that, and then we break the student union. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. No, that's probably not gonna happen, but I like that idea. I like the idea of a corrupt junior and senior class that have isolated all the resources for themselves. I stepped into the line behind Mai. We passed something that looked good. With full trays, Mai led me straight to a table in the back where a few students were already sitting. Mai sat down and I took a seat across from her. Hey Mai, how was your break? I don't know, but have you heard the secrets of the student union? The cults? I hope there's cults in this game. That'd be awesome. It was good. I went to Italy and Spain and France and Belgium and England and wherever hell I wanted because I'm a free spirit. Dad fell off a jet ski and broke his ankle. I laughed at that too, just like I saw you outside and I laughed at you too. But it's better now though, because I laughed at it and my laughter has healing factors. Well, that's nice. Expected to be introduced, but the girl turned back to her group of friends, and Mai turned back to me. Snap! I don't deserve that! Get the silent treatment? She began to assault her food with a fork and tell me, in a practically minute-by-minute account, about her fleeting romance last summer with a boy she met on the beach that didn't go further than a few salty kisses. I sat back and let Mai talk. For the first time since forever, I arrived on campus. I felt like I was finally able to breathe. I picked up my Brussels sprouts and studied Mai as she spoke. The more she talked, the more I began to notice small details about her. She had this high songbird voice, and she was dynamic, and her face twisting this way and that into exaggerated expressions as she spoke. And she laughed like all the time. Gotta follow this character, figure out where I'm gonna go with it. And she imitated people in wildly unflattering voices, seemingly unrelated to her actual opinion of them. So she's a jerk. Just a jerk is what she is. Most notably, she talked. She talked a lot. Didn't find this particularly annoying, as it filled the silence, and she hardly ever asked questions that required my full attention, so I just ignored her. Just as Mai was rounding off a shockingly detailed account of the time she accidentally walked in on her friend's older brother in the act of changing. A flash of familiar green caught my eye. What's that, boy? Glanced over. Hey, you're that ninja. That's that boy again. Huh? Who? What's that? I leaned across the table to whisper, just in case he could hear me through the ambient chatter of the lunchroom. That's that boy. Boy from the train, that's him. Jared? You were in the caboose with Jared? Yeah, that weird green jacket and swoopy hair. He just picked up his tray and was walking past us when something seemed to catch his eye. Oh, it's you. I looked up at him, suddenly realizing, oh, he was talking to me. Hana, I met you on the train. How are things settling down for you? Really well! I found my roommate! She's helped me out! Am I being weird? Am I being too loud? I gestured to Mai, who was thunderstruck. In fact, looking around, everyone was. I'm that cool now. People stopped eating. They stopped eating to turn and stare at Jared and me. My shoulders bunched around my neck. Okay, we can do this. We've been training all of our lives to be social interaction persons with human faces. Well, if you ever need any help, I'll be around. Third year, right? I nodded. Some of my friends are in that year. Some of my best friends are third years, so I might even talk to you. Of course, they can't compare to me, but I'll give them the heads up to look out for you. Flashed a dazzling smile and winked. Ooh, I already hate him. I love that about me. And I love that about him, that I already can hate him. It's the least I can do for such a cute girl. Oh, he's good. Oh, he's good. I could play the game, Jared. I'll see you around. I watched, torrent of thoughts raging through my head, as he took a seat next to a bunch of guys who were all wearing the same jacket. The cultists, they're here. That's that Jared. She tore her eyes away from him and looked right at me. Did I win? Did I own it? Did I make the grade? He's the most beautiful guy in school. That's all I need to hear, Mai. All right, write this check off. We are in the school. We are in Asagao Academy. Now it's time to date some boys.
Oh, Jared.
Can't believe you just looked at me. Looked at you. You saw he was acting with me. I'll see you around, is what he said. I looked at Mai. Her cheeks were glowing in indecent pink. Why do they all wear those jackets? Aren't all the guys supposed to wear blue blazers as part of their uniform? No, they're allowed to. They're, Hey, you know Jared? Hey, that girl turned back around. I see when you start to come around, eh? I'm getting over with these ladies. Looking at me with sudden interest. See how this goes. The hierarchy is here! Did I know him? I only talked to him on the train for a few minutes. So, not really. We aren't friends or anything, but what are friends? A 1-hour train ride in stoic silence. Maybe that's what friendship really is. Maybe that's what having to deal with stoic weird men is. Maybe that's just Jared. Oh, that's Jared. Looking around, Mai and this girl weren't the only ones who were interested. Everybody seemed to be listening in. They seemed so surprised when he talked to me. Maybe a little white lie couldn't hurt. First choice of the game. Always the opener. What kind of character do we want to be? The choices are endless! There's 2, but they feel like more! I guess so. Or, not really. Both very vague answers. We don't want to commit to any yes or no's here. The soft yes or the soft no. We could go in with the white lie, but then we'd be responsible to that white lie. And or we could just keep it soft. We could keep it easy. We could keep it like cool. Oh, I don't really know. That guy, Jared, kind of caught his name. Could be anyone. I'm cool. Really though, what these decisions always add up to, every time, is who do we want to date? We're here to play the game. Who do we want to date? Do we lie or do we truth? This is the first decision. This corresponds with whose paths we're going to branch down. Do we want to go out with lie boys or do we want to go out with truth kids? Tough decisions. Tough decisions. I'm gonna go with not really. I'm actually gonna go with not really on this one. Let's see where this takes us. I enjoy watching your face sour, lady, who only paid passing interest in me because you're shallow, and I'm gonna call you out on it. She looked me up and down and turned away. Owned you. Mai leaned towards me. Don't mind Mimi. She's a harlot and a haw. She was just trying to get in with you. Get in with me? Why? Ooh, you know, I kinda love this. I kinda love this angle. Because everyone's trying to get in with the YouTuber. Everyone's always trying to get in with the YouTuber. That's not really how it works. You gotta have, like, common interests and, like, reasons. Or the opposite, because everyone wants to be friends with YouTubers, right? Because YouTubers put on this friendly persona, and it's like, oh, I want to be friends with that guy because they're so friendly on the thing. But that's not necessarily, like, we're only one person, right? And there's lots and lots of people that we're trying to broadcast to. This is an interesting point. This is cool. Think about this for a second. Why would like this college setting and YouTubers and YouTube personalities have in common? The social dynamics have a lot in common and are very interesting. Everyone's trying to get in with that cool crowd, but nobody quite knows how to do it, so you try to go in through friends, you have different tactics that you're going around. Mimi trying to use us, and we're not gonna let her. We're not even gonna let her. Go away, Mimi. I don't need you. I don't need the responsibility to get you to hook up with people that I don't even know. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool how that lines up really well narratively. That's genius. You asked me about those guys and their jackets, right? Those are the Normal Boots Club jackets. Welcome to Normal Boots. I don't even think I said that earlier today, but we're not just dating YouTubers, we're dating the Normal Boots guys. And I'm really excited about that too. Because those are kind of the personalities and groups of people that I'm interested in fleshing out and exploring in a fictional environment, in this kind of like safe, sanitized, self-contained canon, not reflective of the actual personalities in the game as represented. It's not, but at the same time, it's cool that that gets like put in there. So, Normal Boots Club. What's Normal Boots Club? Look at them in their sparkle and rosed glory. Someday I hope I can be framed by sparkles and roses. Instead, I'll just sit here in the rain den. All the rain everywhere. It's a club we have at school here. It's like totally exclusive and full of only the coolest students. Look at these cool guys. Look at all their facial hair. Look at them all looking at each other, not looking at you because you're not cool enough. No, you're not cool enough yet. They get together and play video games or something, whatever guys do. Just boy stuff. That one right there is John, also known as JonTron. His bird's name is Jacques. Jean is also the president of the drama club here at school. The little hair got me. The little hair got me on the chest. Next to him is Pupuga. He and Jean founded the Normal Boots Club together. Pupuga is one of the best soccer players on our team. Okay, so we got drama club, we got Sporty Spice, then there is Gerard. People call him the Completionist because he's obsessed with completing things. He has the biggest itty bitty kitty collection I have ever seen. Okay, Gerard, the obsessive one, perfect to the title. Next to him is Jared, also known as Pro Jared. He's the model. So we got our bookworm, right? Is that Satchbag? There's Satchbag, everyone calls him Satch. He's like crazy smart. Boom! Nailed it. I'm so good at the dating sims. It's like I've seen this before. Those guys over there are Paul, Nick, and Josh. They write a column in the school newspaper called Continue? That's the curveball here. Dated a lot of boys. Never dated 3 boys. That's a challenge I would love to sink my teeth into. Bet if I played them all against each other, I'd have their attention forever. Because that's like one of the subplots in the hit television cartoon on MTV, Daria. Yeah, Daria did that. It was great. Paul, the one standing up, is the student council president. And the guy on the end there is Shane. He knows more about video games than anyone. Ever. I just suddenly felt like a wave of exhaustion. Not because of Shane. I mean, kind of, maybe. Holy crap, there's a lot of boys to date in this game. She exhaled a dreamy sigh into her mashed potatoes. I exhaled an exhausted sigh into my video game that I am playing right now. I've got so much work to do. I've got so much work to do. Alright. Now that we have our full cast, it's time to dive in. Time to dive into a sea of boys. I'm gonna try to date them all. If they'll let me. Thank you so much for watching the first few episodes of Rainy Day Let's Play's playthrough of Asagao Academy, Normal Boots Club. And I will see you next time for more RDLP.